Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Gears of War Major League by ESL Australia. We're down to our second last match of the night, and this is our lower bracket final. It is the Boneyard Bandits taking on G.P.P. Best of 5 series, straight fresh. These teams haven't played each other yet today. However, only one can make it through the top two to earn some prize money, to earn at least $400. Boneyard Bandits, we talked about them at the beginning. We said they had not lost a single series throughout this season so far. Now that is wrong. They just dropped the series 3-2 up against Incept. Incept just performed a reverse sweep. Boneyard Bandits up 2-0, lost it 3-2 there as well. G.P.P, they also played though against the team of Incept, and they actually lost 3-1. So far they've both played Incept, but now it's about to play each other. Starting up on War Machine for the first map of the series. We'll see War Machine, Canals and Mansion, and if needed, Clock Tower and Gridlock. First up, we'll see Jim taken down there, as well as another kill from Sayed, though, will take down Mercer in a great play. He'll also be able to take down Rogi, bringing into a 3v2. So instantly, we have the players just changing in terms of numbers. Zangotsu will also get taken down, and we will see the Talkboat and the Sniper picked up there from these two teams and players right now. We will see these players, last player alive, rather clutch in a 1v3 situation. He had a sniper just dodging it like the Matrix as he'll throw back over to the top of the map, and we'll see him with, still with that Talkbow and Nasher combination, will be looking to make a little bit of an impact. Still looking at some initial tags. He's going to be able to take down Sayer right now in this one. It is, of course, War Machine round number 1. He does have a play up the top. Did he get that second tag? No, he didn't. Just hit the cover on top. Unfortunately, seemed to have hit. However, we'll see what they can do what he can do rather in this. Well, what a bounce there from that one. I don't think that was the intention, but either way, it was definitely quite impressive. Nonetheless. Gonna have a play with the long shot, player with just his regular pistol sniper lancer combo, looking to hunt him down, and Clutch is just trying as hard as he can to stay alive. Right, that later he is gone. He's out of there, and that is going to be the first round to the Boneyard Bandits. We do know the Boneyard Bandits have been playing quite a strong game for themselves. Recently, we know that they play quite well. However, G.P.P are also a team that play quite well as well. I mean, both these teams have had their time at the top of the region right now, being self-acclaimed, or rather being arguably the best teams in the region at certain times in this game's lifespan. However, the Boneyard Bandits have done so more consistently, I feel. I mean, they've been able to stick on top of their regular season without dropping a series, but Incept just seemed like they had their number right there for that one, as we do still see what these guys are going to be capable of. We have the initial shots though coming out of the guys from Boneyard Bandits, just trying to flush out the opposition team of G.P.P back into an area that they want to try and control them with. We have the Sniper and Talkbow both controlled now by the G.P.P squad, and Say is actually going to get taken down as well. So that's going to be a 4v2 situation right here for this one, as we have nades coming out across the board there to try and flush someone out. It's not going to be able to do a good job in terms of being able to get that control on the board, but they're going to be trying to just keep their ground, trying to hold some control. Some shots out from Jim there on the low side, as his teammate will be under fire there on the high side there at the same time. That is going to be Virix, who's trying to just hold that right hand advantage. His teammate's going to be coming up there as well as Jim gets taken down. We're going to have some nades going to be looking to maybe be picked up. Unfortunately, not going to happen, and we are going to be having Virix getting taken down. We're going to have Jim going to be able to get back up there, but he's going to be under fire. He's going to be taken out there as well, and that is going to be the round to the squad of Boneyard Bandits. I mean, this is what we want to see, right? This is the close games, the intensity of all the action to be shown rather here in this match. This is the Gears of War Major League Finals by ESL Australia, and it is looking to be quite a game there indeed. I'm still looking across the board though, and I'm looking at what these guys are capable of, and we know both these teams can dominate when things go past. But for it to be going round for round at the moment, these teams are trying to make what they can happen. But yeah, I still look at this and I'm like, okay, these guys, they need to make some plays moving forward. Now both teams are going to be able to down one of their opposition players. Vyric's going to take down Rogue, and Gazelle actually going to get taken down, then cleaned up there from another. Now Vyric's actually going to down and then take out Mercer, and it's going to leave Jim in a good spot to be able to try and assist his teammates. Now Rogue, unfortunately, going to be looking like he's going to be taking himself out with those grenades. Not too sure what the deal was with that. Either way, we are going to be having Zangotsu get cleaned up also. So Clutch is going to be the last one alive. He's going to have a player right in front of him, just trying to rudely take away the torque bow there, the explosive weapon there out of them, and we are going to see another round on the board there for the Boneyard Bandits. This time a little bit more one-sided throughout the day there as well, and we are going to be loading into the next round as we see these players over onto the long shot contest into this play. Into this side. Sorry about that. Sorry for that interruption. But we have Rogi actually going to be taken down from this one. Rogi going to be cleaned up there as a result. 4v3 situation for themselves at the moment as we have the Boneyard Bandits looking to still make some plays. And Saya is going to be making those plays indeed. As we do have Gazelle on your screen right now, but let's swap off him because it doesn't seem like he's going to be doing too much. We have Zangotsu and Clutch left alive here for the G.P.P squad, and they have their players just looking to drive something home for themselves. You know, they're looking to stay alive, but they're not going to be staying alive. They're going to be blown up there. Zangotsu is going to be cleaned up there, and we do have Clutch going to try to stay alive. Going to be taking down one, but unfortunately now going to be cleaned up also. In this round, 3-1 lead in this one. In 3-1 map points. Can they make it happen? Can they not? I guess we'll just have a fight next time on the episode of Dragon Ball Z. Just kidding. We are right here now. This is the next episode. We flash back in the double back-to-back special there, as we do have the nades being picked up there as well. Smoke's going to be covering some areas there over onto the sniper long shot side, as we have Gazelle looking to be a little bit keen to push forward over onto this long shot side. Now, I always like jumping forward with him at the very beginning. However, it doesn't seem to really be the case here. He seems to make some initial movements, but he doesn't really want to continue along with them half the time. But that is okay, because those nades up at the top of the map have allowed Jim to really just rotate down to support his teammates. Now that support has allowed him to be able to pick off a huge Torque kill, which has allowed Gazelle to also take down Zangotsu. Rogi may have downed Darksayer, but another kill there from, I was going to say from Jim because he tagged him with the Torque Bow, but Rogi just got absolutely shredded because he also got his head popped off there by Gazelle at the same time. Clutch now going to be the last one alive, and that is going to be the map, and that is going to be 4-1 to the team of Boneyard Bandits in map number 1 here of this match. It is going to still be, though, we still have plenty more action left. Canals Mansion, at least, to be shown. But will we see Clock Tower? Will we see another gridlock for map number 5? And once again, Fuel Depot was banned out here by these teams. G.P.P and Incept really don't be liking these maps. And we'll see. I guess we'll just have to see if they can really change things up. Teams are going to be swapping sides there as well right now for this one. So let's swap that across the board for them. And there's going to be a 1-0 for the Boneyard Bandits there as well. So just be able to keep that in the back of your mind. And also just remember that this is our second last match, so be sure to be getting as many people as you can here to watch the stream and check out all the action down under for the Gears of War region. Right here, it does seem like everyone's good to go right now. We'll get this started, and we'll be able to get these matches on the board. Canals map number 2, 1-0 to the Boneyard Bandits. I mean, I'm still just keen to really see how this is going to play out. I'm really keen to see how these matches will eventually, be plotted out, and did not update what I wanted it to update, which is unfortunate. But what can you do? when we want to update the scoreboard. That should be updated in just a second. And if I click the magic button, we should be good. There we go. Boneyard Bandits, of course, going to be looking to make their mark here. I mean, they lost their first series of the overall season. They're not going to be too happy about that one. However, I mean, it's all a learning curve. I mean, better lose one now when you're in the winners bracket, fight back to the losers bracket, than to just be defeated, nice and early as well, not even making it into the finals like some other teams were. Either way, we are underway with the next round, the next map of the action, and that is Canals. Boneyard Bandits lead 1-0 after a convincing win. They're in War Machine for map number 1. We have the man of Gazelle. I'm on his screen now. Is on those low stairs side, going for those active relays, getting some shots across the board there as well. His teammates are there to assist. Kills just spraying down on the kill feed right here, as we do have a 1v1 out of all of that. Jim's going to be able to take down the kill there on Rogi, and that is going to be the lead there. But you saw the flurry of kills there on that middle bridge. Players were dropping left, they were dropping right, they were dropping through the center, they were dropping behind you, they were dropping diagonally, they were dropping underneath you, they were dropping everywhere. You could see there was a player's blood and guts spluttered on the floor. You close your eyes, you'll have nightmares about it. That's how much blood was just coughed up right there from these two teams. It went all the way down to a 1v1, and only 1 out of 8 players was left standing in a round that was very, very, very quick there for that one. Next round, we're going to have that Talkbow played up. Those grenades, though, instantly in the hands of the Locust team also. All 4 players from the COG team, though, back out into their sniper side. Now they're trying to rotate out again, this time on the low side of the map. However, they need to make sure they don't lose this map positioning there for themselves as well, as we do still have this 4v4 situation. No one's yet to drop. We have some power weapons in play from both teams. Snipers in play from both teams. Nades for the Locust. Talkbow for the COG. Talkbow charging. Going to be able to tag one. Going to be able to, then able to take down Jim. Not expecting those plays there on that middle bridge. Jim was able to take down, Gazelle was able to take down one by surprise, and got to get taken down, but Gazelle and Saya both fall. And that is going to be one player remaining alive here, and that is going to be that player of Virix. He's going to get taken down, and that is going to be all she wrote for that round, because that is going to be 1-1 here in the overall scoreboard, or on the overall scoreboard, whichever way you want to look at it. That is going to be the score. And like we saw in our first map, starts off round for round. These two teams, definitely when they're playing the best of their abilities, they are on points right now. But it's all about when they're not. It's all about when they make some mistakes. Now quickly they can turn those mistakes into their own advantage. I mean, the saying is that you learn from your mistakes, but it's all about if they can before it's too late. Now right now we have this contestation down the bottom. We have the reverse weapon slide there from Clutch. He's going to be able to take that one through. Take that Talkbow through, as nades once again picked up from the Locust team. We have 2 players pushing up over on Zangotsu. They're on the high side of the map, and that is unfortunately not going to be the greatest thing for him right there. As we swap over to the middle bridge, and Rogi is going to be able to take down Gazelle, as Jim takes down Clutch there as well, which is not ideal. Nade's going to be coming out to try and flush out Rogue there, as he is going to not get stunned there by the grenade, but actually damaged a little bit there from the sniper rifle. The long shot player there, which I do believe could be Jim either way. We have Virix going to be getting a nice headshot of his own there on Mercer, leaving Rogue the last one alive. Rogue's going to get taken down once again, and that is going to be that round. I mean, that is going to be that round out in play. That is going to be just so close, so closely contested here between these two teams. It really comes down to the to these teams to make some plays, to make something happen, to make some interesting results happen for themselves. But it doesn't seem like it's really sticking for them at the moment. It doesn't seem like they really can get these kills on the board. If they can, I mean, they're just not showing it at the moment in these specific rounds. I mean, it seems like when they drop some numbers, they are out of there. Right now, we see a 3v2 situation, though, so it might just be countering what I'm saying right here, as we have the Locust team, the Boneyard Bandits down in numbers. G.P.P looking to type the overall scoreboard right now, as you have the nades picked up here from the COG team. A little bit of a change of events for this map with the Talkbow. Another change of events being in the hands of the Locust, as we have Rogi also taking it down, brings it back into a 2v2 situation. As we have a player there looking to contest, and that is going to be Clutch. Clutch, unfortunately, a little bit more than what he could choose. Dark Sayer was bringing him to the dark side as we do have Saya looking to still clean this one up. His teammate's going to be there with him, as they may push up to a shotgun player, but they have 2 of them, and numbers never lie right there, as Zangotsu will get taken out. Boneyard Bandits advance into a map point, 3-1 up right here. We do have 2-0, or about to be 2-0 if G.P.P cannot come back right now. We'll just have to see if they can. I'm looking for them to be able to make something happen. I'm looking for them to make something count. However, will they be able to or not is going to be another story. We have snipers picked up from both teams. We have this Talkboy looking to be picked up there by Clutch as he goes back in the back corner once again. We're going to be having Saya fighting over, looking to push over one player here on this side. Doesn't seem like it's going to be Zangotsu though this time around. And we are going to be seeing what, where is that player? That is going to be Rogi up the top of the map to get some shots off. We are still going to be having them though. With that Talkbow to be cleaning it up. No, Clutch, that was his Talkbow to be cleaning up Rogi. That is not going to be ideal. Rogi only died for that because he was so red, and that was just a mistake, and it's all about if they can bounce back of mistakes right here and make some plays. Zangotsu contesting over down the bottom of the map right now. Jim's going to get taken down, so they're going to be tying it back up to a 3v3. As we have Mercer with that snipe, trying to get some tags, not going to be able to. We have Virix now contesting Zangotsu on the middle bridge as he goes around the corner. Zangotsu gets the kill and shuts down Virix. Clutch going to be trying to regroup back there as well. We have Gazelle also falling, so we do have Saya going to be last one alive for his squad over on this Canals map. They are trying to answer back right here, the G.P.P squad, and this is exactly the way to do it. Dodging the Talkbows like the Matrix, though, is Saya, as he tries to get some shots, and unfortunately, those shots won't be able to count too far forward for them. We do have the scores 3-2 right there for these guys. We have 3-2 for them. We have these guys still looking to make some marks, still looking to make some plays. Can they make something for themselves? Can they make a play? Can they make something out of themselves? G.P.P, I mean, they want to come back. They want the reverse. They want the reversal, sorry. But will they be able to do that to type the overall map? I mean, it is still, once again, only map 2, so plenty of time in the overall series to catch back up. Clutch as he gets taken down is not a good sign for the G.P.P squad. Now he's going to be picked up here from the Locust team as Virix weapon slides that one across. Mercer is going to be looking to get a shot off there, just a little bit of a cheeky angle, as we have Rogi getting a couple of shots there on Virix. Virix not going to be able to do too much there, as I do believe he had nades out, so he may have dropped them either way. Rogue's also going to get taken down, so it's a 3v2 situation. Mercer, unfortunately, hasn't been able to connect there with that long shot rifle, and now it's with Zangotsu and Mercer with the Talkbow in the hands of Zangotsu there as well. So both have power weapons, but the headshot there from Jim will be able to take Zangotsu out, leaving Mercer last one alive. Mercer is going to get blown up, and that is going to be the map. 4 maps to 2. That is going to be now a 2-0 lead to the hands of the team of the Boneyard Bandits. They are looking to make a mark. They are looking to make some plays. And now we're entering into a mansion game for map number 3. And this is the part where I get nervous for the team of G.P.P. Because the Boneyard Bandits, we see them play mansion very, very well. And we see them play it because they play it so aggressively. You know, they're a fast-paced team. They get up in your face. They play it strong and they play it well. Now the team of G.P.P need to answer back. They need to counter that fast-paced gameplay to be able to stay alive here in this finals. I mean, they only need... Can they do a reverse sweep and make more history for themselves, or will this be all she wrote here in this game? We'll just have to find out as we load into the map. These guys are ready straight away here in this one, and it is great to see. But who do you think will be taking out? For those watching, let me know via the other chat, via Twitter, at ESL Australia, at GoOceania, at Mikes94. Let me know who you think will be trying to take these this map out. Will it be a reverse? Will it be a reverse sweep, or will it not? We're entering into map 2 right here, map 3, sorry, as the scoreboard now updated for you all. 2-0 to the Boneyard Bandits. And these guys are going to be kicking it off in a few seconds. 10 seconds to go. These guys just getting ready to hit the ground running right now. I'm excited for this match, but I definitely think that Boneyard Bandits have the favor here in this map. I mean, we saw them do a dominating performance against Incept as well, remember, in this map last series, where they took out a great mansion game. Just have to see if this will continue across the board there as well. Couple of boom shots out early, couple of nades blowing up there as well. It's a 3v2 at the moment. Gazelle also taken down as the roll from Zangotsu was not ideal, and that is going to be the first round to the squad of Boneyard Bandits. Now, fun fact, I did find that match. It was map number 1 in the previous series up against Incept Esports, and it was a 4-0 that they were able to put there on there. They were able to bring the pain there for that, and I mean, overall, who's to say that this match couldn't result in another way? I mean, G.P.P definitely looking to prove a point. They're looking to make their mark, but it's all about if they can make it happen right here. Of course, winner of this series guarantees themselves at least $400, possibly $800 if they can make their way first place from the end of this one, as we have 2 players down from the COG team, 1 player down from the Locust team. It's a 3v2 situation. Good plays here from the Locust team so far. Boom shot from Bergzo will clean up Mercer. He's out of booms right now, and he does have his Lancer, who traded that boom shot for his Nasher at the beginning of this map, and he's going to be looking to potentially pick up a Nasher now as well. There we go. Yeah, he's got the Nasher out. There we go. That's what he wanted. He swapped it out. He's got that bright green Nasher, and we do see these players still. I mean, it's a 2v2 situation. Verix Jim taking on Zangotsu and Rogi. As the shots come through, over onto the spawn side they will go. As Jim's going to be contesting this one. I believe that is on Rogi. But Zangotsu is there with the sniper to bring some pain to the game. And that is going to be now a very awkward corner right now for Verix. Sniper player is just going to be right-handing. He's going to be able to get the down. He's going to be pushing forward aggressively. There's the kill. Verix going huge with the double. That is the play that you know from Verix. He just baits them out, pushes forward. That is the strafe. Oh my gosh. What a round there from that one. That was a great play there from them. They were 2-0 up right here. Thanks to Verix, of course, for that round. 5-1 for himself. I mean, each map that these guys play and dominate in, there's always one standout player that's just doing all the work. As the boom shot, not going to be weapon stick, but Clutch puts himself in a horrible position. As Mercer also gets taken down, we have these guys looking to capitalize on these numbers here. The Boneyard Bandits 4-2 up, make that about to be 5. Right, no, sorry, about to be 3-1 up, as they only have 1 player left up, and that is going to be no one. They go boom, and now we're on to match points right here in this game. 3-0 here on the mark. That is, of course, still new times to happen. What can we see from this? We have this 4v4, G.P.P looking to make a mark. Zenkozu coming through the middle of the map. This could be a difference maker here, but no one's there to greet him. He's on the flanks. He's going to be able to take down 1. Players turning around to try and contest him. He's able to take down a second one there as well. As Clutch gets taken out, Verix will also drop, and Jim will fall as well. So a great round from the G.P.P squad. This is what it's called about mixing things up. Doing something they're not going to be expecting. They didn't expect that one, and of course, because of that, they fell really defeated because of that play. The play came out of the middle. There was no one to watch those grenades, and then because of that, he was able to go in for a huge flank to be able to pick off. And once he got that first shot off, the players just scrambled and did not know where that their heads were connected to their shoulders, because they were just running like headless chickens right there. In that play, we have a player on the COG team going to be in a very bad spot there on the middle statue. They're going to be trying to get some shots off, and they are going to be downing Saya there in that contest. We're also going to be having Rogi getting taken down. Same with Gazelle. Jim's going to get dropped. Same as Mercer. But Jim will be cleaned up, and Verix cleaned up there as well. So G.P.P starting this one up strong. And this is what I mentioned once again about how to mix things up, about how to make some plays forward if you're the G.P.P squad. But these guys still they're answering back right now. 7-3 at the moment, and yeah, I mean, they're looking to make some plays, and I mean you got to give him credit for them. We're going to be looking at Clutch this time around for his team. Zangotu though might add 7 kills for himself, as Virix is going to get absolutely downed as he annihilates Clutch. We had Saya getting cleaned up. Now we have the boom shot from Virix and clean up Jim. Not too sure if intentional or not. Either way, not ideal, as Virix, the last one alive, is about to potentially have just forced the game 7 or round 7 here for this match, because that is 3-3 and we are in round 7. Still match point though for the squad of the Boneyard Bandits. Let's see if they can close it out, as you are going to be seeing Jim on your screens. I want to jump on board with Zangotu though, because he's leading the way for his team. 7 kills for 3. No one's going to be on this nade side once again. He's going to be going on that flank. They're going to be able to pick off that first kill. Clutch also falls though, and this is where the flank comes in handy, as we have the boom shot picked up. Mercer going to be cleaned up. Virix going to get taken down after he misses a boom. It's a 2v2 situation at the moment, as Jim going to get taken down. It's going to be a 1v2 right here, as Saya needs to stay alive. He has players coming through both angles now. Saya's going to get taken down, and G.P.P will put a map on the board as they stay alive here. I mentioned how it was a 4-0 to Incept last time around. It is not going to be the case this time. A reverse sweep here in the map. G.P.P to take this one out. 4-3 after being 3-0 down. Oh, that's definitely impressive, but it is still not over yet. Clock Tower going to be coming up next, and G.P.P, I mentioned this earlier in the first series of the day where they won at 4-3 against Incept. Rogi has called himself the Clock Tower King. Self-acclaimed, of course, no proof to back him up. But we potentially may see this if this is true. You know, I'll admit that. If they can win this map as well, I'm more than happy to be able to admit that to him. We'll just have to see if that will ultimately end up being the case right now in this game. It is still 2-1 up to the Boneyard Bandits. Just don't know how it will ultimately play out in the end. It seems like they're just swapping sides right now, of course, getting things sorted and ready to go here between these two teams. And I'm still keen to hear your guys' thoughts on how this will play out. I'll read the chat for a second there as well. CJS020391. American ESL will destroy these guys. What a joke. Okay, that's your opinion, of course. Of course, the American scene, just North American scene in general, definitely does have a lot more experience in their regards. So you've got to keep that in mind. The Australian scene down under here, they don't have all the experience or all the events or all the matches and experience and just all overall spotlight that the American guys have to be able to improve and practice and have constant games going against constant different teams. And of course, they can't scrim international teams because of obviously the lag between the servers. So it's hard to get good, it's hard to get practice apart from the small teams that they have here. So they haven't really got that experience. It happens in all other titles there as well. I might add as well, where at the beginning they start to be a little bit slower because of the fact that they're not able to get that experience. But if you look at other titles, they've been able to place huge because they've always been that underdog there as well. To be able to play with, they've been able to. The teams from our region have always been underrated because they're like, that you see them play online against other teams and they look like they play bad. They play international teams and they make a show upset. Of course, I'm not saying that's going to be the same case with Gears of War because there hasn't been that experience since what was it, WCG 2006 potentially, maybe. I think that was the last time that was there. And I mean, I think we had a team that placed 3rd or 4th. Somewhere across the mark. Either way, we're good to go here on Clock Tower. And we are good to start this one across the board there as well on this Clock Tower map as we start things along. Clock Tower. Who do we think is going to be taking out Clock Tower? Will it be G.P.P to once again force a Game 5 against the Boneyard Bandits? For a team that has not lost the series, they do not want to be losing 2 at the beginning of this one. But G.P.P, I know they're strong in Clock Tower. We'll just have to see if they can continue it across the board. I mean, I'm excited for it. I am, determined that this could be a great match ahead. I just need to know whether it will be, a G.P.P match, whether you guys think G.P.P will secure it, whether you guys think that this map instead will go to the Boneyard Bandits and be a 3-1 here in this match. I just want to find out your opinions here. Remember, of course, post in the chat. Go on Twitter, at ESL Australia, at Oceania, at Mikes94. Should be following at least the first two ESL Australia and Oceania for all your updated Gears of War needs here in the region down under, as we are on board with the squad of G.P.P, looking for them to make an impact right now. On board with Clutch, loves his fluo green, and he's going to be going over to this back pillar side. Smokes out, cross over onto the sniper lane to provide a little cover as he'll go to assist his teammates right there. It's some initial plays. We do have the player over on the middle, Sandbags. They're trying to be a bit ambitious as Mercer gets taken out from a headshot. Sayer's going to get taken down. Sayer's going to be able to get revived, though, as Rogi tries to push this back sniper side. He's going to get taken out, though, and that is going to be leaving them in a very awkward situation. Clutch going to be last one alive, but not for too much longer. He's going to be cleaned up, and that is going to be the first round once again to the Boneyard Bandits. However, it is still early days. I know I say this at the beginning of every map. That is because it is 100% true. You never know how this map will play out. Ultimately, we see these guys. They're playing. They're looking to go things strong, but it's all about what they can make in this next play, in these next rounds. Don't worry about the rounds in the past. Worry about the rounds in the future. Weapon slid. Not even going to be bothering to weapon slide that one. They're going to be going in for that sniper rifle side. And I mean, you notice the players from the team of from Boneyard Bandits having a great play there for themselves. I mean, they're going to be they played it very, very slowly at the beginning. I actually thought one player was going to be on the flank. That's why I was sort of giving them some credit, but I think I'm going to have to take that one back because G.P.P are the ones to be playing this one well, because they were just able to control that one. They got that weapon possession. They were able to get the other rounds that they needed, and they were able to get the kills that they needed as well. Now the last one alive is going to be Jim, and he's going to be just rotating back over onto his spawn from that one, as you do see Jim, of course, in a 1v3 right now. It's going to be tough, but I mean, he can do it, right? I mean, he's got the dream. He's going to be able to down Rogi, which is, of course, not too surprising, but 1-1 is this count. We see this happen at every map, every turn. It is a close basis. We see these guys going head to head, but we'll see if this can continue right now. From the G.P.P squad, they're looking to make a mark. They're looking to make some plays. We know both teams are strong at Clock Tower, and some smokes are going to be coming out to cause some visibility there over on visibility issues rather over onto the back pillar section, as well as the overall death wall there. Because of the fact that smokes are across the map, players are going to be trying to just wiggle their way into better positions right now. Virk smoke's going to be cleared out. Hasn't really been able to give too much opportunity. No one's really looking to make any mistakes. What happened of Clutch and Mercer is they're going to be taken down the same as Jim, though, as Mercer's going to get cleaned up. We have a player over in the back. I believe that was Clutch who was able to get revived right there, and we have now Zangotsu just going to get cleaned up. Clutch is going to get cleaned up, and the last one alive is going to be Rogi, who unfortunately wasn't able to get that round on the board either. Quite unfortunate, however, this is not over yet. Potentially on a round-for-round basis, the force from round 7 will be the squad of the Boneyard Bandits. Oh, sorry, of the team of G.P.P. Force Boneyard Bandits into a round 7. I mean, could even go to round 7 either way. It is only 2-1 at the moment. Halfway there, though, the Boneyard Bandits to be able to secure this map, therefore securing the series, guaranteeing themselves $400 and being able to advance over into the next round of into the final of the Gears of War Major League Final. Say is going to be taken down twice, though. One down, one more down, and you're out, though, as we have a player pushing straight through the jail. That, I feel, was Clutch's bad because he was meant to stop that player. Was caught in a reload, and I think the comm was a little bit slow. If it was, the reaction was just was slower, as we have Sayer also now getting cleaned up. No more downs left for him, so he just went straight down like a bag of potatoes. We have a 3v2 situation right now, as Jim's also getting cleaned up. We have the last pro alive going to be Gazelle, as we see him also being dropped. We see them being able to secure that one. They're going to be able to take the second. We see the second round on the board there for them. They're able to secure things 2-2. They're able to tie things back up. They've been able to put themselves on the board. But I mean, I look at this and I'm like, okay, these guys, they're halfway to victory, both of them. Boneyard Bandits, though, have a lot more to lose if they force a game 5 because their track record of gridlock has unfortunately not been great. G.P.P, if they can make enough fire, I have faith in them to be able to secure this one out. But with Mercer taking out his teammate, I have lost my faith completely because that was just embarrassing right there. Zangotsu is going to get cleaned up. He's going to get taken out. That is on a map point right there. I do not know that that just ruined the complete momentum there from the other guys from G.P.P. I feel like it just a team kill is not going to be happy about that. It's going to be causing some frustration, and they are now onto a map point. It's not ideal for the G.P.P. squad. Hopefully they can force it round 7, otherwise they can kiss that money goodbye as they look to make some points, some shots on the board. We do have the initial plays there from Jim. Jim's going to be able to get taken down there. This is a good teamwork play there from the team of G.P.P. But Clutch is also 4. It's all about if they can keep him alive right now. We have Mercer putting some good shots off. He's going to be able to take them down there on 1. As he pushes forward for this play, he's going to be able to not clean up the kill. He's actually going to get taken down. We have Clutch, also taken down. Clutch is going to be falling. Rogi going to be the last one alive to keep his team in this map. 3-2 is the situation to force a round 7. He has a 1v3 to take his half red. He does not want to be taking anything right now. This is the last place he wants to be in, and he's going to try and bail out back down into the spawn, force that round advantage. That right-hand advantage, as he has just fire, just taking him down. That is going to be all she wrote, and that is the match over. The team of the Boneyard Bandits will go through. They've taken out the map there, 4-2. The players not even wanting to stay in the game right here, as we do have, of course,